Even the most qualified job seekers need to prepare for an interview. After all, it is your one big chance to make a lasting impression. So here are a few good tips on putting your best foot forward before, during, and after the interview. Do your research ahead of time. Find out everything you can about the organization you're meeting with, its mission and major accomplishments, its products or services, and workplace culture. You should also check out the individuals you'll be interviewing with, their job titles, job responsibilities, and professional experience. To avoid rambling on and possibly talking yourself out of a job, practice fielding potential interview questions with a friend or family member. You should also videotape your mock interviews to see yourself and how you come across to others. And because the behavioral interview approach has become increasingly popular, be ready to provide plenty of professional success stories using the SAR framework. Situation, illustrate the scenario. Action, explain what you did to address it. And result, describe the outcome. You'll also want to review the prospective job description closely to ensure that the skills you highlight are the skills they are actually looking for. Come prepared with 5 to 7 copies of your resume, along with a pad and pen to take notes, and, depending upon the position, a portfolio of relevant work products. To demonstrate your reliability, plan to arrive 10 to 15 minutes before your interview. And if you aren't familiar with the location, it's always a good idea to try and do a dry run ahead of time to scope out both the route and the parking. Plan what you will wear to the interview. The idea is to come across as a mature and responsible professional, so make sure that you dress for the part. Neat, clean, and conservative. For men, a dark-colored suit or a sport jacket and pressed slacks with a low-key shirt and tie. For women, a well-tailored suit or a knee-length skirt and blazer paired with a simple blouse or sweater. Above all, avoid wearing anything clinging or revealing and stay away from excessive jewelry, perfume, and makeup. It's all about first impressions. So start off on the right foot with a smile, a positive attitude, a firm handshake, and good eye contact. Thank the interviewer for meeting with you. Although you will probably be a little anxious at first, take a few deep breaths and avoid nervous behaviors such as finger tapping, leg shaking, and excessive hand gestures. Try to establish a natural cadence or rhythm to the conversational exchange. And listen carefully to the discussion as it unfolds, asking the interviewer to clarify any questions or comments you find confusing. Likewise, be sure to support your claims with concise, concrete examples, sharing relevant anecdotes whenever appropriate. And because you will most likely have a chance to ask questions of your own, come prepared with at least 3 of them, including that all-important one: can you tell me when you plan to make a hiring decision and when I can expect to hear from you? Equally important, exit the meeting with a handshake and a thank you, and ask for a business card from each interviewer so that you'll have the correct contact information for follow-up. As soon as the interview is over, send a well-written thank you letter. While email is an appropriate option in most cases, the snail mail method is also a good choice as long as the letter is neat and legible. But regardless of the format, check carefully for typos and stick to the 4-paragraph rule. Paragraph 1. Thank the interviewer and reiterate your interest in the position. Paragraph 2. Address any unresolved issues such as a question you want to answer more fully or further information requested during the interview. Paragraph 3. Reiterate your skills as they match the employer needs. Paragraph 4. One final thank you along with your plan for follow-up. Now that you have a good interview framework in place, here are a few additional steps to keep in mind. Research some of the most commonly asked interview questions. Even if they don't come up, it's still good practice. Follow @Steinbright on Twitter for updates on interviewing workshops and more. Visit the Steinbright Career Development Center website for more interviewing tips.